Hello and welcome to day 3, lesson 3 of unit 2. Both add-ins are unknown. So what we're going to do on a daily basis is that I'm going to record these and then you will have access to them throughout the week. Ideally, I will be explaining more in live class. Essentially what will happen is right now the going in and having 27 to 35 kids in my live lesson or my live class right now is not working effectively for either or, right? Your child is not able to jump on the microphone. They're not able to really take part and really get into learning the lesson. So as a learning coach, I want to make sure that I help you guide your child through their lessons on a daily basis and make it a little bit more simple. And then also focus in on daily instruction in our live lesson rather than me teaching to the lesson. So essentially what we're going to do is today, we're going to go into lesson 3. I'm going to walk you through that. Every day we will be going into looking at place value every single day because I think it is a basis of understanding across the board. And if you have a solid foundation in place value, or your child does, then everything else makes sense when you get into all the other things and up to 5th grade and so on, right? So one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to go through these. I want you to make sure that you can pause and really talk through the lesson with your child. If you need to move on, you can skip through and you can keep moving forward. And then if there's any kind of questions or concerns that you might have, please reach out to me. Let me know. The easiest way to get a hold of me right now is through webmail and text message. So let's get started today. Our number in our place value chart, our numeral that we're working with is 5. 5. How would we create the number 5 in the place value chart? Please pause the video and make sure your child can either use a place value chart, which I'll be sending out, which I do have to do. I don't think I have that sent out yet. Place value chart, or you can have them do it on the whiteboard, make a place value chart really easily on the whiteboard, or use manipulatives. My question is, how would you make the numeral 5 on a place value chart? You can pause the video now. How you would do that is by using 5 separate ones cubes. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've made the number 5. My next problem that I need you to figure out and solve is, how would you make the numeral 4? 4. How would you make the numeral 4? Pause and allow your child to figure out the problem. The way you would make the number or the numeral 4 is by using the ones cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you make the number 4, the numeral 4. My next problem is, how would we make the number 10? Pause the video and try to make the number 10. There are 2 ways you could make the number 10, but the one way is you could add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, the thing is that these little ones cubes, if you stack them and you put them all together, will make a thing called a 10 stick. You can make a 10 stick with ones cubes, but where does that 10 stick go once there's 10 1 cubes? Pause the video and talk to your learning coach about where the ones that make a 10 stick go. Okay, if you said that they would go into the tens column, it would put all of these ones over here, the ones cubes, into the tens columns, and essentially we would have 0, and 0 becomes a placeholder to let us know that we have everything in the tens spot. Awesome job. So today in today's lesson, in lesson 3, you're going to be solving at addition word problems by breaking apart a total number of objects. So essentially, you're going to be solving those word problems and figuring out the total of a number of objects. It's pretty straightforward. Here are your words of the day. So these are your academic language and vocabulary. Some of the things you will need. Again, you want to make sure you have your manipulatives on a daily basis. You may have your workbook pages on a daily basis. Whiteboard with a marker and eraser so you can be able to process through the information. And that would be stellar to have ahead of time. And if you don't have that yet, you can pause the video, go get it, and then come back. So here is our spiral review today. What I want to do is we're going to block this off. I know sometimes for me, when I see too much information, it overwhelms me. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to block off a little bit of the information. We're going to look at the first question, take it one at a time, and think about what the words and what they're asking of you. Which is greater than 3? What does the word greater mean? Pause the video and talk with your learning coach. Awesome job. What is greater than 3? Which means it is more than the number 3. So the numeral we're looking for has to be more than 3. Work with your learning coach and figure out the greater number than 3. Let's go on to the next problem, which tells how many in all. What is this asking to find? Which tells how many in all. Are we doing addition? Are we doing subtraction? Talk to your learning coach. Last but not least, our question is 2 bugs, 4 bugs join. How many bugs now? Pause the video and you can figure it out with your learning coach. These direct instructions I am going to leave up so then you as a learning coach can look through these and read through them and take through. Again, we need feedback. So if there's something that I need to go into more depth with, because maybe you can't sit there with your student while we go through this, then please let me know. But for the most part, this is something that as a learning coach, you need to be doing with your child. So essentially you'll be going through, and if they need any more information on this and you want to spend time on this, keep on going through it and you can figure out, are the equations the same? Work through and have that discussion with your child. Pause the video and you can go through these one at a time. These are going to be from the Envision Math directly, so you don't have to go and look for the pages. So here is page 1. Here is page 2. The guided instruction, these will be problems, so you don't have to go searching for. These give your child extra problems to solve together. You're going to either draw it out and answer the questions in these instances. Again, how many can be inside the cave and outside the cave to still create 5? So 5 cubes. So we're talking about cubes. And so they can go in and draw this out, draw out the problem on their paper. Pause the video and work through this problem. Problem 2, again, the same. Go through the problem with your child, draw it out, and keep moving forward. After this, you're going to go in and you can flex your brain. So I'm going to keep moving forward. Ultimately, the last problem is your exit ticket. If your child does this one correctly and can explain it out to you, then what I suggest you do is they can go in and take the assessment right after this video and go in and see how well they do as this. So if they're getting these exit tickets correct and they're working through the problem and able to explain to you, master how they've done the problem, then I would suggest going in and doing the quick check test quiz, that thing right afterwards. If you'd like to, we're going to move on to, again, go take that quick check, that assessment. Here are the flex your brain problems today. So if you want to go an extra level and have your child a little bit more, keep on moving forward and have that math discussion with them, here are 2 more problems for you to advance into with your child. So it's time to flex your brain, because if you don't use that muscle, it's not going to be as strong. Problem 1, again, going over the vocabulary. Whole and into parts, what does that mean? Again, addition, equation, that kind of thing. Problem 2 and 3. That is all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, ultimately after watching this video, please, as a learning coach, webmail me, let me know that your child went through Unit 2, Lesson 3's video, and they will receive 5 points for their House of Books point. So again, you'll see these on the Padlet that we have, and they will get 5 points for their house cup. And I'll be going into, I have to do a video on that, but keep in mind, if you send me a webmail right after letting me know what unit and lesson video that you went through together, they will get 5 points for each one of the videos they watch. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.